What is going on? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So it's been, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks since I've posted my last video. That is me being a little bit lazy, I will be honest, but today is going to be a special video. So I'm actually going to take you through my morning routine. So from when I wake up, do my cardio, come back, make my first meal, and later on we are training with Jase, we're training pool, and then we are doing an in-person check-in, because normally I would post my check-in pictures on the screen here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do it in person so you can see that, and then we have updates potentially to our new shows coming up, because we are supposed to be 10 weeks out, but if the boss man says differently, then we are going to be doing earlier ones. So I'll keep you guys updated with that, but hope you enjoy the morning routine, and I'll see you soon. We are now going to put on our waist trainer. I don't care what anybody says, even if it is placebo. This does help keep my waist tight. I have noticed a considerable difference while I've been on prep, so I will carry on doing this. Considering when I first started, I was on the first setting, and now I'm on the last setting of a small. I think it's working. So we're going to get this on, then we're going to go do our morning cardio.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
As you probably hear by my voice, I can't breathe. Apparently my heart rate is going up to 180 beats per minute, so that's quite hefty. I'm trying not to heave into the microphone, but current design is probably the hardest session I've prepped so far, so hopefully we have a good check-in and we can sort of show you a better update. But for now, I've got a couple minutes left, then we'll do some steps and I'll take you through my stretching routine. One thing I will say is that watching this video, any clients or potential clients watching this is how I expect you to do your cardio every single morning or post-workout. Most of you have still got 5 carb meals in, things of that nature, so you're plenty fueled, you probably sleep good. If you're not sweating like this, you're not working hard enough. Okay, so that is cardio. This just had a shower basically. I'm gonna wipe down this piece of kit for the next person who comes along. If you don't wipe your stuff down, you're a dirty bastard. People think I joke that I change my outfit like 3 or 4 times a day, and I shower like 2 or 3 times a day. This is why. I'm actually just trying to sort of keep my mind occupied now, because first thing in the morning we get through any check-ins that are people on peak week. So Sam had on peak week this week. Daniel is about 9 weeks out now, so just went through his. And then every person who checks in after that, we do after breakfast, and then any late check-ins we do late in the evening. So we're sort of keeping fairly busy. I think this prep, I've been the most mentally focused in terms of just locking in, sort of like just getting it done, as opposed to thinking about how much time I've got left, which is why I've been hiding the timer, because again, that definitely does help. But no, today it was a lot of 50 Cent being very petty on TikTok. It's not been too bad in the morning. One thing I will add is about hydration. First thing in the morning, I normally drink about 1 litre of water before I do my cardio. That's because I wake up extremely dehydrated, extremely thirsty anyway. While I'm doing my cardio, so this is 1.5 litres, this is already nearly gone. So I find it very hard to believe that some people make it through an entire day without even hitting 1 litre or 2 litres of water. Is absolutely insane, because hydration is extremely, extremely important, especially again when the weather's extremely hot. You need to make sure you've got correct electrolyte balance, so potassium, magnesium, zinc, sodium, things of this nature, because again, you're sweating everything out. You need to make sure that your body can get it back in, otherwise you'll start cramping, you're going to get a headache. So for me, I know for a fact I haven't drank before, because I get really bad headaches, especially in the training. I get a tension headache as well. So a lot of people like to drink tons of caffeine before they go do their morning cardio. I personally can't, because I feel like I just crash straight after. So no caffeine in the morning for me. First things first, hydrate. When I get back to the apartment, then I'm gonna have a big cup of coffee. Let's not get that twisted. All right, let's go and stretch. My legs hurt so much. All right, so cardio's all done, steps are all done. Now I'm just gonna take you through my stretching routine, just because a lot of you have asked for it and I'm too lazy to film it on my own. So my man Richie's here, so he's gonna help us out a little bit. So this prep, I've actually focused on recovery, I've focused on stretching. I've been seeing Ruta a lot. She's just helped tremendously, and she's always recommended I start stretching. And I've had, touch wood, no injuries, no flare-ups. I've always had a problem with my bicep tendon. That is somewhat gone now. And because I've torn so many muscle groups, I've torn both my pecs, I've torn my tricep, I've torn my lat. my hip, my quad, and I believe my glutes. So sort of mainly on my left side. So there's always muscular imbalances there. So it's just a case of us making sure that we're stretching adequately, we're stretching daily, especially after doing cardio when we're trying to cool down. So I'm gonna take you through it now. Okay, so first one, I'm gonna do my quads and my hip flexors. So I don't have the balance to stand away from the wall. So I'm gonna come here, and then if you wanna get a bit of a further stretch, the cues that I like to do is heel to bum. So as close to the heel to your bum as you can get. And then when you feel a stretch, lean forwards and push your knee back, and you feel a nice big stretch up your quads and your hip flexors. I'll tell you what though, I am hungry this morning. I say this to anybody who's on prep or is in a dieting phase. You feel fine, and then one day you'll wake up and it just hits you. Today was that day, funny enough. Okay, so next one, do hamstrings and glutes. So again, flexibility has gotten better for this. So it's just a case of pushing your bum back. So again, a lot of people forget they have hips. So if anyone does a squat, they just drop their knees. You want to make sure that you're pushing your bum all the way back. I like to run my hands down the back of my legs, come down as low as you can until you feel a nice stretch. And then again, you want to make sure you can try and straighten your legs out. So as I get to the floor, I try and straighten my legs out a little bit more, and I lean back and try and push my bum as high up as I can. So this one again is going to be for hip flexors and quads. So all you want to do is just come back onto your tiptoes, and as you come down, try and slide your knees down and push your hips in the air. Okay, so next we're working again hip flexors and now hamstrings as well. Okay, so yeah, put one leg up in front of yourself. Again, back leg is just like a little bit of a tripod just to stabilize you. You're going to push through your knee and push through your front foot as hard as you can. Okay, you're going to lean slightly forwards, and again, it's all about tilting the hips forwards. And then what you're going to do from this position, you're going to sit back after that stretch. Boom, again, back leg is a little bit of a tripod. Straighten out that front leg for me. Tilt your toes towards you. Again, bigger stretch in the hamstrings. Try and straighten that leg out for me. If you want to feel a bit of a bigger stretch, tuck your chin into your chest and lean forwards. Now, last bit for lower body, we're going to move into your glutes, making sure you actually stretch your glutes. Oh my God. Oh my God, that shit is tight. Oh my God. So what you want to do, you want to keep that back leg stretched. I have my hand on my ankle just to make sure I hold in this position, otherwise I'm going to want to move out of it. Now what you're going to do is slowly put pressure onto that front leg until you feel a stretch. Mine are very, very tight, as you can see. I can't really get into position much, so we're just going to ease ourselves into it gently, move around a little bit till you feel any tight areas, and you just want to hold it there. Now we're going to move into upper body. So we'll start off by stretching our lats. So for me personally, with me training any type of push movement, I get a lot of pressure built up into my lats. And we're going to do one arm at a time now. So we're going to just push through the elbow slightly, and we're going to try and slide our tricep along the floor as we do it. Okay, now we're going to move into one that really pulls through my bicep as well and my chest. So all you do now, instead of having your elbow on the wall, you just have your palm here. So I like to push my palm through, and then again, push your chest up. And all you're going to do is slowly put pressure through your palm, tilt your body, so you're going to push your chest up, and then lean into the opposite side, and then you're going to stick your head down and tuck it into your chest. Ooh, and hold that there. And again, if you feel like you can get a bit more of a stretch, do it. It is supposed to feel uncomfortable. That is the whole purpose of this, to push your body into a position it's not used to, so it can stretch out.
That's called stretching.
Exactly. A lot of people will feel any type of pain if it's in training, if it's in stretching, and they'll immediately stop. Sometimes pain isn't bad for you. Don't get me wrong, sharp pain, yes, but not all pain is bad.
Should be in discomfort.
Exactly. Discomfort is growth, like we say, you know? At least that's what us coaches say anyway, just to get you to do what we need to do. And that is my stretching routine done for this morning. Now it's time to go shower, have a coffee, make meal one. Where I live.
This is my crib. Crib.
Like I say, we've got the gym just here, which you've already seen. Again, everything is fob-based. When I first moved in here, it wasn't that busy, but now it's very, very, very busy. Very busy.
Annoying you.
Honestly, mate, there's screaming kids everywhere, man. So this is like the club room here. So this is like if you want to host conferences or meetings and stuff. This is where I filmed some of my content before, if you guys have seen me on Instagram. And then in here, if you have more than, well, if you have around 10 friends, I don't have that many friends in Watford, I'll be honest with you. But if you do, you can sort of come here, you can chill, you can put the TV on here, and then you can come into here. And then if you want to cook dinner for everyone, you can cook dinner. You've got tables and chairs here, you've got tables here, and especially here as well. Then during summer, when it is nice, you can actually come out here, and it has its own barbecue. So it's like a massive place, like a barbecue and stuff. It's not too bad, but since I've been here, I haven't used any of this stuff. I pay a premium, I don't use any of it,
Well,
which is crazy.
but still nice to have it.
It's nice to have it. Let's get back to the crib. Okay, so we are back in the apartment now, so you can see how much I look like I stink. I can promise you how I look, I definitely smell. So it's time to now have a shower, then I'm gonna have a big, big cup of coffee, because again, I can't have any caffeine in the morning, but right now my stomach is eating itself. But again, caffeine is an appetite suppressant, so this does help me a little bit. Now I'll have that, I'll show you how I make my first meal, because so many of you have asked me how I make my oat and egg white meal, and I'm gonna show you exactly how today. So if anyone asks, it just shows me you haven't watched this video, so I'm watching you. So, you know I'm on prep, because I literally forgot to prep my first meal, so there's a pre-prep before you do anything. So, what you need, and this is very crucial, you need the Tesco Finest brand oats. So why do we have these? Because one, they taste the best, and two, they soak up the most water. So we're going to have 85 grams of oats this morning with 220 grams of egg whites, which are from Muscle Foods as well. So you can buy 6 kilos of these for about 30 to 40 pounds. Saves you buying the ones from Sainsbury's, which are about £3.50 for, I believe, like, what? Yeah, 500 mil, something like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. So this is very cost effective, and two, they taste even better in my opinion. So we're going to make it now.
Counting the grams.
Yeah.
Prep.
Then 1% matter. You might think, oh, Adam, this is too much water. Even a little bit more after that is fine. You might think it's too much water, but the oats will soak up all of this water. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you leave this to soak for about 15-ish minutes. Let it soak all up, and then we add our egg whites, and then we go from there. But right now, main thing is salt. So you've probably seen me a lot cracking on about salt. So we need salt in our diet. You need sodium, especially as it is a very important electrolyte, and ice. And that is the first layer of salt. So every layer I do for this meal, I will add extra salt. Okay, so we've just got out of the shower, dressed, feel better now. We have a nice big cup of coffee here. Again, I only have one coffee a day unless it's a rest day. We've let the oats sit now. So again, like it's a nice little consistency now. All you want to do is add 220 grams of egg whites now. A lot of people will sort of look at that and be like, egg whites and oats, that must be disgusting. And it's actually a real sweet and savory meal. It's actually very delicious. So next layer of salt goes on. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna stick this in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. And then you'll just mix it again. So another thing as well, just after morning cardio, so we've got a vital support from Trained by JP and Trained by JP Love. So again, lowers, helps your heart and your kidneys, lowers cortisol levels, things of that nature. And again, if you are assisted, you do need to sort of take these types of supplements. 6, 7, 8, so that's 8 from this one, which is 1 serving. And then we've got Trained by JP, which is 2. And then we have our actual organ support from Conti Sports, which is another 3. So I split my supplements up for meal 1 and the evening supplements as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably should by now, because then I'll actually show those evening ones. Yeah, so this is all we do. And then I don't know how you lot just do 1 tablet at a time. Like, honestly, like it's just ridiculous. So, well, 13 tablets. Gone. nice and easy. So we're gonna let that now mix it in the microwave, and then I'll show you what to do after. Okay, so that's been in there for 3.5 minutes now. We sometimes let it sit in there for a little bit longer, but what we wanna do is we wanna take this out now, and then just give it a little stir. So again, it's gonna be this type of consistency, type texture. Again, it has been sitting there for a couple of minutes, but this is absolutely fine. So again, just want to push all the sides into the middle, just to make sure everything cooks efficiently in the way it should. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it back in there for another 3.5 minutes. And then while this is in the microwave, we're going to be getting our fruit ready, as we put a lot of fruit for this as well. So let's put this back in. 3.5 minutes in there. So while that is in there, we're going to get our fruit prepared, which I personally use blueberries and strawberries. Okay, and plus this is the perfect season for it right now. In winter time, fruit is just not ideal. It doesn't taste very fresh, but when it gets towards summer, like it is now, it tastes a lot better. And again, everything is weighed out exactly how we need it to be. So I always have a little bit more strawberries than blueberries, just because I prefer the sweetness. Do not judge how I cut up my strawberries. This is how I prefer to do it. I don't care if it is cutting off a bit of the good stuff, but it's how I do it. And obviously, because this is a pre-workout meal, this will be my only meal that I have before training, just because the volume of this meal, and again, if you are in a diet phase, this will be very good for yourself, because this fills me up for hours. You can cut it up however you prefer. This is just how I prefer to cut up my fruit, because again, volume is key, especially this deep in the prep. I believe my off-season calories were about 6,000 calories a day. So Jase knows that I can eat. So whenever I get an off-plan meal, I do very much indulge. Couldn't tell you what calories I'm on at the moment, I'll be honest. This is the only prep I haven't actually checked, and it's actually helped me a lot more. Sometimes it's just easy to shut up and just do the plan. Yeah, so this is done now. This is still gonna carry on cooking while it is in the bowl. I have a very big sweet tooth. If there's a thing about me, I can eat a lot of sweet food. So for me, I put a fair amount of ground sweet cinnamon on here, because again, you want this to mix in well. Again, people might say it's too much, but obviously just for yourself, make the meal. If you want to change it, you can. You don't have to get it perfect first time. And then we're gonna add some flavor drops. So obviously with artificial sweeteners and things like that, they can cause bloat and they can cause digestive issues. So back end of prep for me, maybe 2 weeks out, I will cut these out completely. But this far out, I can get away with it, and touch wood, I haven't had any type of bloating issue. This is by far the best that my physique has been, especially digestion as well. So you're just gonna mix this all together now. Doesn't look that appealing right now, but I can promise you the finished product that everybody responds to on my Instagram page. So all you do now is you just want to flatten out the surface of everything, because you want to make sure everything sits nice and well on the bowl. Being on prep, you do turn into a 5-star chef, because when you're hungry, you'll make anything taste good and look good. So that is all done. I need my special spoon. Where's my special spoon? So I have a special little spoon that I use. Here it is. And again, because I do get very hungry, we use a teaspoon as opposed to a tablespoon. So we're just gonna flatten all this down, and then what we do, we add some more salt. Boom.
That's a lot of salt you use.
Oh, we've still got more to add. We've still got more to add. So now we add our blueberries, okay? So again, make it look nice and pretty. Perfect. So that is all of our fruit on here now. And again, we add a little bit more salt. Okay, so now you're gonna add the last topping, which is your peanut butter. So for me personally, I have all of my peanut butter towards the morning, just because in the evening, I feel like it doesn't sit very well with me. I don't like sitting with a full stomach at night, especially trying to go to bed. So, and all you do, again, you wanna make it look as aesthetic as possible, right? So just add it how you prefer. Again, we weigh out absolutely everything here. There you go, perfect. And then what we do is add a little bit more salt. I say a little bit. It's like that meme, like 1 shot of vodka, and it's just like a whole cup. It's 1 whole cup. I'll send you a link to it. Boom. And that is done. So now I'm just gonna clean the surface down, put everything back. Okay, so we're now going to dig into meal 1, which is our pre-workout meal. And then what I'll do after this, just before I head to the gym, I'm just gonna show you what I take for my pre-workout, my pump, and then I'll just quickly talk you through a couple of wrist products that I have been using, which will be the L-carnitine, and then here's turbocharged version 2. So that is meal 1 all done. I am stuffed, and that's saying something because I can eat a lot. So meal is done. Again, just to put it in perspective of how big this bowl actually is, it's huge. So for 85 grams of oats, 30 grams of peanut butter, 220 grams of egg whites, you're gonna be full a lot. So this fills me up for about 3 or 4 hours. So this does me well for pre-training. But now we're just gonna quickly go through a couple check-ins here and there. Done the bulk of check-ins this morning. So it's just gonna be a case of going through any late ones. Even later ones will be this evening. Everyone gets picked up same day, 24-hour response. But no, just want to quickly actually highlight one of my clients, Dan. So I'm actually going to quickly show you the screen here. So this is Dan at 10 weeks out from his classic first timers show. Looking very, 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 very good here. So I'm very happy with his progress. And then we've got Sarmad, who is in peak week again. He has his second show of the season this Sunday. So we're looking very good here. Razor sharp. I'm just going to bring him in a little bit tighter this time because, again, if it's a case of size, we can't control that, but we can control the outcome when it comes to condition. So we're going to make sure we bring him in a little bit tighter. Again, quads are striated, but unfortunately, mentally don't get judged on that. Delts are capped, midsection is in, so no, I'm very happy. So going to do some check-ins now. I actually just got the pictures back from Bailey, funny enough, from my own photo shoot, which I'll show you here and I'll potentially post whenever this goes on the grid. I'm not too sure. And then we are going to use some L-carnitine, some injectable L-carnitine, some injectable turbocharged V2 from Riz the Engineer. Shout out to Riz. Just for, again, that pre-workout effect. So L-carnitine just helps with the digestion of carbs, helps push it around a little bit more. And then it's going to give us a bit of a boost of energy. With the turbocharged V2, it's purely performance based. So again, if you struggle for pumps, if you want to sort of bring up a lagging area, you'll put it in there. So for me, I'm going to be obviously putting it in the areas that I'm training today. Can't show that on camera, but again, we know what's happening with it. But yeah, and then I will see you guys on the drive to the gym. Obviously before that, actually, I will show you my pre-workout stack, so my pump formula and my pre-workout that I take and why. So just before I get changed to go to the gym, so I'm just going to show you my pre-workout stack. So for a pump base, we're going to be using the Ghost product here. I've tried so many different ones. This one I found really works well. I enjoy it. It tastes good. It's got this sour strips flavor. So if you like those sour candies, they taste just like that. And then for a stim base, we have the Naughty Boy here. It smells like battery acid, but the focus it gives me is something different. When I get lower in prep, I will start to have more of my caffeine towards my training window. Again, I'll have 1 coffee in the morning, pre-workout, and that's it. Previously, it would be like 2 or 3 cans of Monster, then a pre-workout or a coffee as well. So we're trying to cut down a little bit just because of my sleep starting to take a hit. Intra-workout, so we have amino, so we have EAAs here, which are essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are just broken down proteins, essentially. So any type of meat that you have, chicken, any sort of red meat, anything like that, once it breaks down to the body, breaks down to amino acids. We just take this during our workout, 1, because it tastes really good, and 2, kickstarts the recovery process and gives us a boost of energy as well, okay? And then with my pre-workout, I will take creatine. So I'll be honest with you, I don't actually measure, and this is just proof that, again, I have a tablespoon in here because I'm not going to measure it. I don't care for it that much. It doesn't make sense. Like, yes, someone from my size should probably have around 10 grams of creatine, but for me, it helps your recovery, it helps your strength, helps everything. So
Just use it daily and all of it.
just use it. Don't overcomplicate some things. Like some things you should go to the gram and things like that if you're using antibiotics, things like that. But creatine, it's not going to harm you. So I'm going to get this all made now. I've already pinned myself. So I've pinned L-carnitine in my lat, which again just helps the breakdown of carbs, helps with boost of energy, helps body composition as well. So this is going to help me through my workout. And then we are using Riz's turbocharged V2, which again is purely performance based. So it gives you extreme pumps. It helps push blood and oxygen to the muscle group. So again, A more pump muscle group is a bigger muscle group. And again, if you're training intense, then you're gonna have a good session. So now we're gonna head to the gym, just gonna quickly change, and then I'll see you there. All right, so we've changed our clothes again. It is stupidly hot in the UK right now, but we're on the way to the gym to see Jase. We've got a big pull day today. So a big back session, then an in-person check-in, because today we are finding out if we are doing earlier shows, which I hope we are. This makes more sense for the timeline, makes more sense for the physique itself, considering I'm the leanest I've ever been this far out. So essentially we are 9 weeks out from the first one. So we'll see, but we've just drunk our pre-workout. That is all in. So I've showed you the pre-workout stack. So essentially, when it comes to this season, the most exciting thing for me is going abroad. Competing abroad, these bigger competitions, the bigger the athletes, you know, the better. And you just know where you stand, because the UK has some quality athletes, but these guys abroad, they do things very differently. I'm excited to see where I stand, because I've got everything at the moment, and for this season I've got I've won 8 shows. That's 8 gold medals. I've got a British title. I've got a sword. I've got an overall sword. The one thing I'm missing is a pro card, and I've got the accolades. I've got everything that I need. So that is the main reason we're doing this season. We're going to be a lot heavier than we were last year. So again, the reason we stopped last year was because our rear shot wasn't big enough, and I think we've brought that up. So we'll actually see that today as well. So no, very, very excited. Now pulling into the gym. So we'll see you soon. All right, so we are at Greatness. We're training with the boss man, Jase here.
Woo! Kicking it off all day with team coach Adam. Nice and warm.
Waiting for this free to hit my face.
Refeed day for me, no refeed day for Adam.
Don't need it. The gold is bigger. I don't need that shit right now.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Okay, now, all right. What's next?
So, pull down, row, pull down, row. How fucking hard is it to program a back workout? But people still struggle. So we're going with a row, elbows nice and tucked.
You do more of a neutral grip, yeah?
Yeah, I love a neutral.
For this, I'm expecting the whole middle stacked,
Yeah.
at least the half.
Then
top.
top.
Just because he's retired doesn't mean he's not as strong. I'm not using that excuse today. Oh, that's a bit low for me. So who's on the playlist today, but I'm rating it. We actually had this conversation, didn't we?
Yeah.
You don't know my stuff.
Bro, you're basketball. Fucking hell, that. I love it.
I tell you what though, this extra clean is making me sweat.
What is it now, 80?
80.
80 is a sweet spot, it's not too much.
I've gone to 120 before, but that, you know, fucked me up.
I've only ever put someone up to 100.
We've got a lot of room for cardio and food as well, so
Yeah,
we've got loads, we've got buckets of room. Yeah?
Me and Ads getting ready, men's physique. Men's physique coming at you.
Photo shoot, where's the photo shoot?
Mine in Dubai, they said it's too hot to shoot in Dubai. So I moved mine to October. So I'm actually maintaining now at this weight, but who I'm working with, he gave me maintenance calories, bro. He put each rifle up by 50 grams. I was like, bro, this ain't gonna maintain.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still dieting. It's like today I feel leaner
Push
already.
that shit back up. Yeah, your face. Your
But
face
yeah,
like
we'll
mine.
probably just get Richie to do one at Power Up, hire the studio. Me, you, maybe Marky, and just get one. Because even though I maintain, I won't be out of shape. I'll be like life, that's it.
You're in shape year round now.
Yeah.
You and Hass have that thing in common.
That lifestyle.
If I get fat, I get fat.
I can't eat like that anymore.
True. Eat it. Still nice and easy.
Just fast for 2 days and you'll
Yeah, this guy don't eat, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I said to him. I was like, you hungry? We'll get some. He's like, nah.
1 meal a
It's like,
day.
bro, I'll make you some food. Very hot. It's either blitz cold in the UK, humid, or stupidly hard. Global warming, it's not a myth, I'm telling you. Last time I nearly passed out on this machine. Because this pushes into your sternum and you can't breathe.
Come on, man. So we're just working up to our top set now, as you see, getting nice and warm. I think Adam likes to do a few more warm-up reps than me. I like to save
Too
them.
many injuries, I'm an old man now. Put another 10 on there.
Another 10 and work.
If we had a band or something, I'd say put another 20 there, but just fall off. Just fall off otherwise. Right.
Easy.
8 to 10. The straps?
Why not? All right.
Come on, grip that bitch. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 4, 1, 2, go. 3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, go. Come on. 8, go again. Boom. 9, go again. Go again. Boom.
Get to bed.
Solid. Solid set. Working set now. So we've got 3 10s on top. So again, if you've never done a prior movement before, again, we're loading the middle portion for the middle partial movement. This is going to be heavy at the top portion. The only thing that isn't loaded is the bottom portion where we want to actually get the lift off on it. So again, nice and heavy now. Bucket straps. Bucket, we don't need it. We don't need that fucking side anyway. Bucket.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
One more. Yeah.
So what we're doing today is top sets are like, I would say between 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Back offs are 12 to 15. A lot of people get married to one rep range. Progressive overload, 6 to 10, like get strong at everything. And it will reflect in your physique.
100%. If you can't be stronger in your top set, be stronger in your back off set. You can always progress.
Do you know, I'd actually rather be stronger in my back off set, because I feel the top set, when you progress it too much is when you get niggles.
It depends if you've got ego. Everyone likes to lift heavy. But if you can have a proper back off, you're good. 1, 2, 3, go. 4, big squeeze, let's go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, easy, let's go. 8, go. 9, go. 10, 5 more, let's go, come on. Boom. 1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4, big squeeze now.
Wow. Motherfucker.
One more.
Drive. What number's that?
15. Oh. God damn. So I say, it doesn't matter if it's hot, if it's cold, if you feel like shit, if you slept like shit, you still got to get training. It's a message to all my clients out there as well. If I can train like this at X amount of weeks out,
You're going to change. The harder you train, the more calories you burn in the session.
Exactly.
You're going to be fucked, but you're going to change quick. People say, how has Adam changed so quick? He's training hard.
Exactly. So you got to train intense. If you're in an off season and you want to grow muscle, right? You're going to train like an animal. You're trying like an absolute animal. If you're now trying to hold that muscle, why would you increase the intensity? You increase it. You carry on going. Then you've got to hold that muscle. You're going to accrue it. You're going to maintain it. If you start going from 100 kilo down to 60 kilo weight, you train like a pussy. There's no way around it.
Why this bar? Because I like it. No, the mag bars are good. They're too wide. I want to hit, you know, the lats, but also a bit of mid back, get some density back. And you know what, this bar, I like doing shit that people don't do. No one uses these old school bars anymore. Everyone's married to like the single arm attachment.
You know, yeah, if you go back in the day and you watch like Greg Flitt and everyone like that, like
This is what they used to do.
They train hard, they train proper. Rest in peace to Greg Flitt, obviously. The bread and butter has been over time. It's been here, it's stood the test of time. Science-based lifters now that don't look as good as people think they do.
They look like a bag of
Because they
shit.
say a lot of big words, they think that they're knowledgeable. Your physique says everything. I'm sorry, but
Come on, pro card. Come on, 3. Pro card.
You know what, yeah? This prep,
No, he's changed a lot, man. You've done so well this week. You're so much bigger.
my cardio every morning,
You have to accept though, you'll probably be 95% for show one because I can't bring you in 100 twice. Because your look will just, like if we're doing that, it's like, you have to be 95 because you have to be 100. I think it's hard to be 100 twice.
I think so.
And also if you're 100 at this show, you've then got to hold that.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I
be
like that there's a free week in between to make changes. And then when we have to dig, we can dig. But I feel like this timeline, this makes more sense.
It makes sense because if you're happy to meet at 95, which is good enough to win an overall, it's like, well, you've got 3 weeks to get better.
I genuinely believe in myself that this regional, I will blow out the water.
Yeah, I think because you look so much bigger.
And then pro quals, like, I'm as excited to be doing that abroad, man.
Sweden, let's get it.
Boom, one.
I turned someone pro at that, I turned 2 people pro at that Sweden show.
Soon come 3.
Soon come 3. And then we'll go France. I need to put it in my calendar, so I'll come with you.
And if we can't do that, then we go Poland. And if not, then I'll go somewhere else. I'll carry on going. Boom, easy. Boom.
Sweden or France, you'll get it. Mark my word. I'm confident Sweden or France. I know the look they like in Sweden.
That's going on your dog, isn't it?
Do it.
You said it. 100%.
We'll confirm fully upstairs. We'll map out the timeline that we've got in mind. Easy. Oh, make it a little bit heavy,
August 20th.
August 30th. And then it'll be September 20th. And then September 27th. And then October.
No, you won't have to go that far. Don't think.
Because you know what, yeah? I was saying this to Richie that I've got like what, eight gold medals. I've won 8 shows. I've got a British title.
You've got to push for it.
I've got an overall sword now. I need the pro card now.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everyone that I've been in most overalls with have
turned
now
pro
got their
now.
pro cards. Do you know how that stings? But it'll be bittersweet when I get it. It'll be bittersweet. So I will get it. I will. The mindset is different this year. The priorities change, but
I think you need to take the oats out. Anti-oats me. 4 weeks out, they'll come out.
hey, look, my oat bowl filled me up for like 4 hours. That's when I stayed in my prep. He saw how big is that bowl? That's fucking big. He's a hater. He's a hater.
Arms won't do too much superset on arms.
Yeah. Trust me, grab 10s. You ain't gonna do it. Grab 10s.
I can't do 10s.
No, trust me.
I can't
grab
do
12s then.
10s.
Grab 12s. It's gonna hurt.
What is it?
Just grab them. Grab them. Grab them. All right. 10 normal supinate. 10 alternate. 10 hammer. Arms in front. There you go. 3, boom, 4, go. 5, 6, go.
What do you mean go?
7, go. 8, go. 9, boom. 10. Now alternate.
What's alternate?
Yeah. So boom, twist. 1.
Do you know, my arms are never actually as strong.
Yeah.
I'm not strong.
Same. That's why I grab 10s. Go.
I see people like 30, 40.
Yeah, fuck that.
6. Tear your shit up. Boom. Go. One more. Now 10 hammers. Boom. Pump out.
Together or?
Yeah. Together. Pump. Boom. 1. Go. 2. Go. 3. Boom. 4. Go. 5. Go. 6. Go. 7. Go. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Boom. Good job.
I am sweating like a motherfucker.
Oh, this is where it hurts.
Come on. Come on.
Fuck. Woo! Come on, bitch.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
I've still got them 3 reels to do. I won't do them today. I'll do them as we're driving because that will be cool from driving reels. Because we've got 3 hours. I've got a lot of time. I can pick up 1 an hour. Last one.
Ow. Yeah, I'm doing 10s. I'm not doing 12s again. Fuck that.
So we're looking at ads. He's 9 weeks out or he's 6 weeks out. We're going to decide today. So let's have a look. Harder on the abs, man. Good. 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 So we'll probably do 6 weeks out. I'm very harsh. His back needs to be leaner and his lower abs contraction needs to be better. But it will be. So we're 6 weeks out from today. We'll go through some changes. Message me tomorrow. What I was speaking about today, we'll put on standby. But yeah, so that's a wrap. Adam is now 6 weeks out. So we'll probably get a video of him at 4 weeks out so you can see the changes. We'll do it together. But yeah, we're going to go 6 weeks out, August the 30th. Then it gives us 3 weeks to get better for our pro show. So he'll be going in at 95%, but his 95 will win a show, win an overall 100%.
Right, so that is a wrap. So physique update at now 6 weeks out. So this is a chase for the pro card this year. There's no messing about. This is going to be the hardest shows that I have ever done in my 5 years of competing. So the goal is now, change of plan, it is August 30th for the regional, somewhere in the UK. I need to find where it is. And then 3 weeks after that, we have Sweden. And then if you don't get it there, we go to France a week after that. If you don't get it there, then we're going to Poland. We're going to keep on knocking on that door until it opens. If not, we're going to kick the fucker down. So, thank you for making this far in the video. Like, share, subscribe, follow Jase, follow myself, follow us on the socials. Keep up to date with what we're doing. Keep up to date with what we're doing with the team. And I'll catch you in the next one.